what's going on. Virtuous Deviant. Making a little test video to see how things go. The iPhone versus my webcam versus some other knickknacks technology. So I had to dust myself off. I just had to remove a snake out of the yard, and while throwing it, I fell down a damn hill. So I'm like, damn, boy, you ain't young as you used to be. Little hill to take you out. So anyway, I'm just checking this video quality to see how things go. It's pretty cool. I can kind of see it on my application, on my page on Facebook as I'm looking under my computer monitor. So I'm gonna take a quick break to see how it works. Take a quick break from my job. But yeah, we're gonna be posting a lot more stuff. Virtuous Deviant, it's gonna be our brand. It is our brand, basically. It's mostly talking about freedom, you know. Free yourself from the grocery store. Free yourself from a man or a woman. Free yourself from status quo type of life activities. Free yourself from some of your religious manipulations. Just the art of removing as many social norms away from your life as possible. We've been married 23 years, but as we sit right now, we're in an open relationship. And that doesn't mean going out fucking everybody and doing whatever. It's basically opening up the relationship enough to people to speak their truths, so people can stop lying and feeling whatever answer they give is going to be judgmental. That's pretty much what it is. But you do have the ability to date or do whatever you want to do, as long as the communication is there. And that's the biggest point of life, is communicating. So many people lack that ability to communicate because they're worried about what the other person is going to say by them communicating. Or if I ask you a question, I gotta expect the truth, or I should expect the truth, but that's not where we are in life. People love to lie. They love to mistruth. They love to mislead, and then they say that's not a lie. I've even used that, As long as you don't know, don't hurt nobody. But as we know, everything that's done in the dark comes to the light. So, so that's basically, we're gonna cover a lot of that. I'm not a religious scholar, but I just know, some things of living to be 50 years old, and I actually discovered this before I became 50. There's true facts in life, You have the earth, which provides us a lot of things. That's a fact. Can't really relate to man in writing a book. Not necessarily facts, even though people believe, and that's part of their faith, whatever, and that's okay. But what I've learned about man is man can't be trusted. There's always some shit in the game, so I've never got into this trusting man as it sits. So also going to discuss some things with hydro gardening. And I got a little skills from home ec class back in the 70s or 80s, early 80s, late 70s with my pops. So built a hydroponic gardening for vegetables, knotweed, ganja, or whatever you want to call it. Not yet anyway. Yeah, the gardening thing. I'm going to be showing some videos about you know, some broadcasting, some video editing stuff. You know, books we read. There's one book that I hunted it down here recently. I think between all the moves, we lost it. It's a Black erotica book. It's called Black Erotica. Yeah, it's pretty awesome book. It's a lot of short stories, narratives, poems that people have written. This was written way back in 2002. So as you can imagine, that was a long time ago. That was right as I met my wife a few years after. But yeah, Black Erotica, I'll be posting it up here. I'm gonna read some excerpts from that. Just different things, just to kind of give people a whole idea of living life and what it should be. How it should be less confrontational in regards to who you are, who you really are, and then who you're trying to be for other people, you know, which limits you to be able to be free. So some people get it, some people won't, you know, and everything is okay whether you do or whether you don't. Because I don't know quorum. I hold no quorums with people and their judgments and their opinions and what they say. That people gonna say shit all the time. They always have. But one thing I know is being true to yourself always lands you in a good place, especially when you have a goddess beside you. You know, and together we're a team. We really don't give a fuck about what nobody says. We create our own world, our own destiny. We have autistic kids, which puts you in a whole different category where people may not even understand. And then the fact that we are still here together as a couple is a testament, because most people, you know, they might say they, you know, that they didn't sign up for that. They ain't trying to live their life like that. And it's a real crazy life. It can be. But, you know, what allows us to live the life and enjoy it is staying, living our lives in a free way to express ourselves, you know. No one can really understand anyone's story, but until you have autistic kids, and two of them, or any kid with some disabilities, and the things that people have to do to manage that, you won't understand. It's life-changing. It changes your whole life. When someone's never going to leave you, they're never going to grow up and get a job and go on and live their own lives and have their own family. So you're it. You're the person that's always going to be there to take care of them and make sure it's right. You know, I've had the ability to make a little decent money, so allow my wife to stay at home. I work from home, so it's kind of worked out. But I'm looking into the next 10, 20 years, you know, what are we gonna do? So we'll be showing them a little bit here and there, you know. So some of them are very antisocial, so it'll be interesting to see what happens. So, but I'm gonna get off here. I think it's been a few minutes here, but we're gonna continue to just talk and express ourselves, our opinions on how people can maybe live a better life. I mean, I got a little skin in the game. I mean, we're 23 years in, and 7 kids down. So it's an amazing thing to have that many people look towards you as for guidance. And as we have reached 50, and my wife, you know, 50 plus, it's a whole new ball game, you know, because we're the ones taking care of or looking after the parents, and still the younger kids, and then the grandkids, and so um, it's an interesting place that we found ourselves in. So hopefully y'all watch these videos as we continue on this road, this destiny, this freedom train, a virtuous deviant, and you can pick up some things. You can find some, just pick up some things to maybe kind of craft your life and stop worrying about other people, worrying about what the hell you doing, whether it's your grandma, your mama, your sister, your brother. You know, I've always lived my life like this, so I've always kind of been like, fuck you, fuck it, I'm gonna do me. Grateful for my mom holding me down always when I made decisions. Since I was a young man, she's no longer here with us, but yeah, she always was like, do what you want to do. Just think about it and make a decision. So I give all the props to her. Give all the props to my dad for holding it down and giving me all these skills I can do with my hand and also with my brain. So I'm kind of like, I wouldn't say old school man, but I'm just kind of like that man that always fix shit. I'm a fix-it guy. Sometimes I gotta step back, but yeah, that's me. I'm a fix-it guy. And now that I make a little bit more money, I let other people fix it sometimes, but not much. So look forward to speaking with you guys, and you'll get to see Miss Monty a little bit later, my baby, and y'all keep your heads up out there. Stay away from that COVID shit.